Welcome on back everybody to Scrunchy playthrough of Final Fantasy 16. Last time we took down Stavarog, level 50 dragon. Really pleased with that. Today we're going to do Martha, Northreach and Dalamil. It's a lovely track in the background. I purchased off Karen, actually. I had 70,000 gil, and after I did all my potion buying, I got this. Because I had some leftover gil. So, let's start with Martha's Rest. Obviously, we have been here briefly.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him.
Let's see what we have to do.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered. What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Flames of War.
Do you think there were as many as Martha said?
Fallen to the Fallen Gate. Okay, so we just need to head down the track.
More.
Whew. Yeah, still reeling off the back of that
You don't
dragon
think
battle.
they've abandoned us, do you?
That was pretty decent. Lifts up some defences back there.
Clive, wounded.
Oh, hello.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Oh, okay. Let's do that. And let's do this. Next time I play through the game, I won't be using this ability, I don't think. But just too good to... Going to see what Mega Flare does here. It takes a long time to charge up. It's the only thing I'd say. Obviously, you can dodge. But it is what it is.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
This is going to be farmers.
If you've come to rob this place.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
So Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Right. Descend the lift. I wonder if this is going to be a standard. Couple of fights. I feel like a beating drum.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Ah. Adamantoises.
Damn it!
Crabs.
We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try.
I'll just take down a dragon. I'm sure I can do this.
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Do that. Just do this. And down. New enemies, eh? I think so. apart from that mega flare though. So it is worth probably building it up, but against a big boss, I don't think you're going to get a chance to. There's too much going on. Sharp Fang and Magic Ash.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Hi ho, it's off to Eastpool we go. Just zip back up. So far, so good.
Just patch me up as quick.
Haven't got Flames of Rebirth up yet, but sure we'll be fine. Ah, goblins. And wyverns.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
So it takes a lot to go. New enemy approaching. Got some chocobos. That will just nuke.
Something's coming.
Ah, look at this dude.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Back in.
Farewell.
Yeah. Getting more and more used to using Bahamut's abilities. That was good. Sharp Fang, Steel Silk, and Magic Ash.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Flames of War. A bit more renown. Got Guardian's Scar. Symbol of trust, loyalty, and undying friendship. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the duchy cannot die.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Right. Well done, Oscar.
I will not let you down, Lord Rosfield. You or my uncle.
Okay. Let's begin North Reaches then. Just looking at time, we're about 20 minutes, so.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Whole of Oz.
It's nice that it's back. You know, we've caused this now. We're sort of hoping to defend the realm
I can't do
again.
I can't.
That's pink hue.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Okay. Why we fight? Yeah, let's quickly go this way. So it's been a while since I've been to North Reach like this. So
4 left for more on the captain's orders.
Two seconds, everybody. Apologies for the cut. Something cropped up. But let's get going.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with them.
And then they get slaughtered because they're pissed.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
All right. Speak to the wounded.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family!
What did we do to deserve it?
So I need to go over to Moor then.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
Can I fast travel anywhere? I cannot.
Should head for Moor.
Yeah, you can get out this way.
I assume you have a plan?
I don't think I've ever walked this way, actually.
It was all they could do to escape.
Yeah!
Yeah! So, just keeping a lookout for everything here. Hopefully that little brat died.
That's better.
Literally an ether flood.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me!
Let's just do this. More enemies coming.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Wasn't the cleanest start. Got about protect using magic.
You're finished.
Should be able to kill it from this, I would have thought. 52,000 stagger damage, nice. Up to 2,000 points. I'm going to probably get Flames of Rebirth up. Maxed.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Nice. That one was a lot quicker than the previous, but we've got more renown. So just got to go to Dalimil now. So we might as well do that. I was not planning on doing all three of them in one episode, but with the cut as well that I've done, I will probably do them all into one. I've got to do some editing anyway, and if I have to split it out into two, I have to split it out into two, but try and get into one. Yeah, he's over in this corner, right?
Cid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Okay.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
The final sting down the rabbit hole.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Cid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos. and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costner's. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Right. Back we go. So it seems like the first one at Martha's Rest was the more combat-orientated one so far.
You see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do?
Kill the bandits, get the
Both
food back.
sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful.
Good.
Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Okay. Take a look here. This first one's here.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not.
We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
And the other one's down the
Let us
line.
band together and show these.
Wonder if you do these in a different order, they play out differently. They talked about we weren't quick enough, and the bandits took away some of the spoils.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Yeah, a bit of a fetchy questy one, this one, but really interesting about how all the politics work. But
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing
it's
will.
almost like he played this himself.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Okay. Come at me.
No winning bug can come to weapons.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
Right, do love doing that extreme damage thrust. That move is so good.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Let's just do this. I want to get rid of the person who's put protect up. I think they've gone. Sultan. Just kill him.
You're finished to me.
More like it. Too slow. Just do 3 of me. That wasn't so bad. Nothing new there.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
I should hurry as I slowly plod and walk.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Nice. Down the rabbit hole. More renown. So I guess we need to speak to Otto, I guess, after this.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Yes, let's. I think there's anything of note on the screen. Let's head back, see what we got. There is some renowned stuff which we'll do. I'll speak to Otto in the next one.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Let's see. Can't quite remember what it was.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
No risk, no reward, Orchestra and Amber. That needs 1550 for the next tier.
All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
You have nothing for me, do you? Yeah, man, that dude was tough. He's 16 renown, though. How much was the other S rank that we fought? I'm sure we fought another S rank. Yeah, Atlas, 50. Fair enough, right. Go and do this other little bits and bobs while we're here before we end the video. Just in case things kick off when we speak to Otto and we get pulled into cutscenes and stuff, and I've got to do even superior editing. Let us...
Still alive, are you?
First of all, top up that.
It'd better all be here.
See what this new music sounds like. Ooh, I like this one.
Do you see the pair that got...
Is it 12? It sounds like something like from 12. But newbie, we've got the Guardian's Scarf. This tippet dyed red of flame with the firebird and the blood of the fallen Rosarian brothers. The Sir Wade pledged not only his loyalty, but the loyalty of the Guardians of the Flame. And okay, next up, ladies and gents, we will start reading them. Actually, no, I'll forget because I need to end my recording session. Let's read him. Dramatis Persona. The Garden League put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us to all leave to sip our snake's pits in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have a better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection for those stiff limbs of yours and your countenance and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do this name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Word from Northreach. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls. But we are neither of us so naive to think we've seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing what we're prepared should the ghouls come once again calling. But I often worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine, the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Flames burn bright. Wade, you have uncanny talent for showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would have been in the hands of the Asaic, and us but more of the nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, and while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working. So as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. And then how's fare the rest? From Martha. The Guardians are getting along with Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest's walls and not clearing out the few threats remain down the reeds. Though chances are we'll still be neck deep in Eikonic, had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you're a realm to save and all, but if you ever need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. Well, the problem is that you tap a cask, it needs to settle for like a day. See, all the sediment sort of goes everywhere. But, ladies and gents, I think we will call this one an episode. We have got to speak to Otto and continue on with things, well, probably complete Things Fall Apart and move on to the next story progression. Bit of a interlude to the next main story beat. So Vivian will probably say something and we'll kick on from there. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out. There'll be some more Final Fantasy 16 coming away shortly, and I'll see you all in the next one.